Joining us on the Rich Eisen Show is Will Anderson. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm great. We just saw, a behind-the-scenes moment of your drafting. How did it all play out for you on that draft night in Kansas City, Will?
Yeah, it was super cool, man. Like for me, I was late to the news. Like everybody else had already seen it that they had, traded the pick, whatever, like that. And then, they had traded late on the back, and I started to get a phone call. And so I was like, oh, they probably went with somebody else. And then they had said that Houston was on the clock, and Houston ended up calling me, but I thought they were just calling and like, hey, like we couldn't get you, but something like that. But then I seen that they had like traded up, so it was exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I've done this a while, Will, and I don't recall a team choosing second overall and then trading back up to get the third overall pick. And I'm sure you just had to be stunned, right? That just like the rest of us.
Yes, I was just as shocked as the rest of the world.
So it was who was the one on the phone when you got it, the call?
D'Amico.
It was. What did he say to you?
Yeah. He was like, walking to the Houston Texans, and we're taking you, and we're drafting you.
And, obviously you've got a head coach with a defensive mindset for sure. And so that had to make him a happy camper with him being the new head coach. What has he imbued you with? What has he told you? How are you taking his coaching so far, Will?
Yeah, I'm taking it great. He does a really good job of connecting with all his players, making sure that they're good, checking up on them and everything like that, and, just letting them know that just be you, have fun, all about the ball, chase the ball and stuff like that. So it's been really exciting, to get to play for Coach D'Amico. He's a great head coach. He does a good job of just connecting with us. That's one thing I can really say about Coach D'Amico. He knows the game. He's played the game, so it's easy for him to understand, what we're going through and how to help us.
There was no Alabama talk in the initial conversation at all?
Oh, of course. We had to get a roll tide in before we hung up.
Okay, I knew there was something missing in this story, Will. I knew there was something missing because, that's got to be pretty cool for you too, right? You've got that in common.
Yes, sir, most definitely.
So how has your transition from one level to the other been so far?
It's been good. I think Alabama did a really good job of preparing us for this next level, just making practice 10 times harder than, what it is in the league. You know what I'm saying? So and how to practice. I think one thing that Coach always talks about is practice like a pro, and just being able to practice like a pro and be able to stay up off the ground and stuff like that, and just work technique and work your hands and stuff like that. It's kind of been a really great transition.
All right, hold on a second, because I just picked something up there. Are you saying Alabama Crimson Tide practices are tougher or more strict or stringent than National Football League practices?
100%.
How so?
Just the intensity is the same, but I would just say as far as like the number of plays and reps and everything you get, and I think it's just Coach Saban, the way he runs practice. We do a lot of good on good periods, and sometimes it's tackle, and it's just physical. You know what I'm saying? It's real physical, and it's different. That's all I can say. Like you got to actually be in there to see it.
So have there been times during training camp or Houston Texans practices where you're like, oh, I got this because I had it like that in Alabama?
Most definitely.
Huh. Okay. So Saban did get you ready, or SEC football did get you ready, or just college, the way that things are run. What has then been the more difficult transition for you so far then, Will?
Difficult. I wouldn't say anything's been really difficult. I think like all the coaches and the players, they've been doing a really good job of setting an example for the younger guys and all the rookies, including myself, on, how to go about your day and just find a routine. I think the biggest thing has just been the routine, just because, in college, you have a routine, you got school, class, tutoring, and now you just got all ball. You don't have to worry about class. So just trying to find a great routine for yourself.
How have you found one?
Luckily, I wake up early. But like I said, like just watching the older guys and, the routine that they do, I'll probably like ask some stuff that they do, or, get with the nutritionist, get with the, training staff, coaches, and see how I can watch film during this time, when I can get treatment during this time, and when can I eat this time.
What time do you wake up in the morning?
I wake up about 5:30 every morning.
Oh, okay. And then what do you do at 5:30? What do you got? Walk me through your day.
5:30?
Yeah.
I just go through my normal routine. I pray and everything like that, get ready to head up to the facilities.
So have you walked in and you're the first one in? Has that happened yet?
No. It's a lot of great athletes here and a lot of great people here that want to be great too. And I think when you have a place like that where everybody's always on time, everybody's early, and everybody, is always at the facility early, I think that makes a really great team.
What was your first preseason action like, Will?
It was good. It was fun, just to go out there with the guys again and, just to go out there and do what, Coach has been saying, to just swarm, everybody get to the ball and just be with a team again and be able to play under the lights again. It was really fun.
And you bagged a quarterback, didn't you? Right? Did you get?
Yes, sir.
You got one? Who'd you get, Will? Who'd you get?
Miami Dolphins.
Okay. So did you get?
Yes, sir.
You didn't get Tua, right? Because you don't do that to another Alabama guy, right?
Nah.
Okay. I was trying to see. Did you get Skylar Thompson? Is that who you got? Did you bag him?
I believe so.
You sacked him up?
So.
You bagged him up? All right. What was that moment like for you?
No, it was surreal. You know what I'm saying? I got to give a big credit to the rest of the line because, without them, we all have to rush as one, and they did a really good job, especially the interior guys getting pushed and, penetration and stuff and knocking them off the path of the pulling guard to make me, free up and go get a sack. So it's all a, working effort up front. It's 4 guys rushing to become one. So it's just really great to have those guys in the room with you and keep building with that and, building that D-line chemistry that we all can eat.
Right, and if Tua had thrown you the football as opposed to your teammate, as he did to start the game, would you have been tackled by Tua, Will?
Oh, no, it would have been a touchdown.
Okay, I just want to understand. Just want to make sure that's all straight. Will Anderson Jr., the Houston Texans, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. What can you share with me about C.J. Stroud's readiness, Will?
Yeah, he's been doing a really great job. He's taking it one day at a time. He's building chemistry with the offense, of course, the O-line. They look really great. CJ's just a down-to-earth guy. He comes to work hard every day. Football means a lot to him. So, I have no doubt in CJ. He's going to be ready. And I'm super happy, to call him a teammate, a brother, and a friend. So I'm excited for him.
Well, obviously it's a quarterback-driven league, and you've been brought on to make sure that there's no quarterbacks driving against the Texans. But you two, back-to-back, as we've established in this draft, C.J. Stroud, Will Anderson, the two of you are going to be a foundation, one would think, for DeMeco Ryans and the Texans if everything works out. Do you have these conversations with C.J., like literally verbalize it at all, Will?
Sometimes we don't like really get into all that. I think the most thing is just having each other's back, knowing that we got each other, knowing that, if he's ever going through something, I got him. If I'm ever going through something, he got me. And we just keeping each other level-headed, through this process, and making sure that there's no pressure. And we both just go out there and have fun, making sure that we're doing what we do since we've been little kids. And I think those have just been the conversations.
Who have you met throughout this process so far, whether it's from an OG from the Texans organization or anyone in Houston, name drop for me that you've gotten a chance to chat with or meet to talk ball or just anything? Will, you got one?
Yeah, me and JJ, we had a really nice conversation. We talked a few times. He's been great giving me advice, letting me know if I ever need anything, just to reach out to him and, we can watch film together and stuff like that. So he's been one guy that's, been very supportive and helpful.
All right, now I need more information. What did JJ tell you? Can you let me in on that, please? JJ Watt, Will.
Yeah, he was just saying, just good luck with everything. He's happy that I'm here. Like I said, if I ever needed help with anything, that he's here for me. He'll be down soon so we can get some work in and watch film and, cut up some stuff like that.
Are you going to take him up on that? Or are you already
Of course.
Well, when? Have you done it yet?
No, not yet. Not yet. He hasn't been down here yet.
Okay. Yeah, I saw. He was, he's in Paris. I saw. He's totally retired. I mean, he's tapped out. He's done.
Yes, sir.
But he's locked in with you. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. That is absolutely exactly the definition of cool. How do you, in just a few minutes left with you, Will Anderson of the Texans, how do you respond to people that, okay, the Texans drafted second overall for a reason last year, and, we could just overlook them? We're talking it's a Jaguars division, maybe the Titans. We're talking about the Colts so much because of what's going on with Jonathan Taylor, and the Texans are kind of an afterthought. I'm not going to lie to you. How do you respond to that?
Well, I mean, we can only control what we can control. We can't control what other people have to say about us, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's been, the biggest focus this year, just being we're all we got, we all we need, you know what I'm saying? We focusing on us. We're just going to keep building our team chemistry, keep, getting the leaders in here, getting the rooks up the park and everything like that, and just building that team chemistry. I think that's one of the biggest things is, and then the rest can handle it. So, but for right now, I feel like we're just focused on ourselves. We're not really worried about the outside noise. and we're just going to continue to keep building and being great.
All right, Will. Before I let you go, Will Anderson, let's visualize you and I together, okay? Let's visualize. It's week 1. You're in the locker room in Baltimore, Maryland. You hear the crowd inside M&T Bank Stadium going nuts. What's going through your mind at that point in time for your first professional football game? What do you got for me? What's happening?
Honestly, probably just going out there and just being myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't overdo it. You know what I'm just saying? Just been doing everything that you've been doing in training camp, leading up into this moment, everything that you've been doing right. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what's just going to be going through my mind and stuff like that. You know, not making it bigger than what it is and just making sure that I'm homing in on my technique and my discipline. And those are the really 2 biggest things, just being disciplined and not trying to go do too much. So it's going to be fun. I'm super excited to go out with the team. You know, I'm super ready to see, you know, us go out in action for the first time, especially with Coach D'Amico as a head coach. He's been doing a great job. Staff been doing a really great job. And the players, of course, we've been working our butts off. So just to be a part of this is a big blessing, and I'm super happy, and I don't take anything for granted.
All right, and then you're out there. You're out there. You make your move. You make a move. What's your favorite move? Give me a favorite move. What do you got?
I can't tell you all my secrets, man. I can't tell you all my secrets.
All right. So let's just make a Will Anderson move that caused you to be the 3rd overall pick. Texans went to go get you. And you make this move, and standing right there is Lamar Jackson. And the only thing between you and Lamar is grass. What happens then, Will? What happens?
I got to go take the upfield shoulder and make the play, man. Just do what I'm coached to do. Take the upfield shoulder and make the play.
Make the play. All right. And because, you know, this is Lamar's big day. He's got that bag now. He's got the bag. But you're there. Just nothing between you and him but grass. You go make the play is what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Did that help? Did that visualization help at all for you?
Yes, it did. I was looking at it in my head.
Okay. That's it. You think of me when you make that play. I know.
Will.
There you go. You know what? In the middle of your first big play, you just go, hey, I'm going to give a shout out to Rich Eisen. I'm going to do that. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do that.
Yes, sir.
This is the beginning of a beautiful friendship, Will. Thanks for the time again. I appreciate you coming on. Congrats on all your success to this point, and can't wait to see that first game in Baltimore. That'll be fun.
Yes, sir.
You take care of yourself. Thanks for the call, Will. You be well.
Thank you. No problem.
You bet. That's Will Anderson, Jr. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.